Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So now we are dealing with limit to infinity of a function under the same course, mass 102, which varies with respect to your what, your tertiary institution or your university. So looking at this particular topic, you will discover that this case is quite different from what we did before. And I hope you know that there are some functions that the limit of x does not tend to 0, but rather the limit tends to what? To infinity. To infinity. Now in this case now, hope you know that the other methods of limits that we have used cannot work in this case. So the pattern of solving is quite different from what we did in the initial problem. So if you have not watched the initial methods, I will encourage you to watch it and also watch the progress we solved there. Now for you to solve this, the solution to this is quite simple. So hope we remember the solution we did in the last class. Do we? Step 1 is what? What is step 1? Step 1 what? It's supposed to be direct substitution of what? Of x as what now? As infinity. As what? Infinity. So that's usually the first step in solving limits, any limit at all. It's supposed to direct substitute the value that x tends to, right, into what? The equation or the function. Are you getting it? Now if you do this here, you have what? You have 1 plus 5 into infinity all over what? 6 plus 2 into what? Infinity minus infinity what? Squared, right? So which should give you 1 plus 5 times infinity, because infinity simply represents a very large number. So in case you don't know what infinity is simply a very large number. In mathematics, we tend to encounter numbers, right? And there are some numbers that we can't quantify. We can't what? Quantify. We don't have any particular value that we can call it. Maybe you multiply 1 trillion by, let me say, 10,000 or 10,000 million, if there's anything like that. Now if it is too big that we don't know any value that we can call it, I get what we can call it, we call it what? That it becomes infinity. Because what? Infinity means it becomes very, very, very what? Large, infinitely very large, right? So now we have this times this will give you what? Infinity, because it's also a very what? Big number. So if you add it to this, you see how what? Infinity all over. The same thing will happen here. This times this will give you infinity, right? Adding to 6 is still infinity. If you subtract it just from this infinity, you still tend to have what? Infinity. Because this is a very large number, right? So it will give you what? Infinity. So infinity over infinity, what do we call it? We call it what? In what? Indeterminate form. Indeterminate what? Form. The indeterminate form. So what is the next step? Step what now? What is the step 2? What is the step 2? Please, you are not being very active. Step 2 is what? By what? Okay, divide the numerator or the terms. Divide the terms in the numerator and denominator individually, right? Individually by the what? The highest what? The highest what? Power of what? Of the unknown. What is the unknown? Unknown is what? X. So what it means is that when you have seen that this is giving you an indeterminate form which you can't solve, you will now what? Come to this rational function, because this is a rational function, right? So the way we solve limit to infinity is still quite similar to what the normal limit of real numbers. But the only thing is that as s approaches a real number, which can be 0 or anything. So the way we solve the limit as s approaches a real number, which can be 0, 1, 2, are you getting it? Still same thing as this. right? So in rational function now, for this case now, what you do after you have gotten what an indeterminate form is to what, divide the numerator. What is the numerator? We have 1 divided, what is the highest power of x in this question? X square. Then we have plus 5x all over what, x what square, right? So we have 6 all over x square plus 2x all over what, x square, right? Minus x square all over what, x square. So what we'll get, we'll get this to be equal to, now here we have 1 all over x square plus, this will give you 5 over x. Hope you know, because when x cancel 1 on the x here, we'll get what, 5 over what that, right? Now if you divide it, what will you be dividing it by? 6 over x what square plus 2, the same thing happens here, right? 2 all over what? 2 over what? X. So we'll have this minus x. Okay, x squared divided by x squared will give you what? 1. Will give you what? So what is the next step? What is the next step? So we'll direct substitute. So the step what? Step 3. You go back to what you did initially, which is what? You will direct substitute what? Substitute what now? Substitute x equal to what? Infinity. So it's still the same thing, right? So you now have, what do you have? You have 1 all over infinity what squared plus 5 all over infinity all over 6 all over infinity what squared, right? Plus 2 all over what? Infinity minus 1. Now in this case, now what will it give you? What will it give you? It will give you what? Now if you take 1 all over infinity, what will you have? 1 over infinity, what will you have? 1 over infinity. Now remember, recall, or note that anytime you have a real number, whether positive or negative, and it's dividing infinity, what will you get? 0. And I explain the reason why. The reason why is that a real number dividing infinity means a real number dividing a very large number. So when you divide it by a very large number, because the number is very big, what will happen is that the value will become so small that you can call it 0. That you can call it what? 0. For example, you have, let's say, even if it's 1000 dividing what? 3 trillion or 5 trillion or 10 trillion, right? The number will be so small that if you approximate it to the nearest 10 decimal place, you still get what? 0. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that is the occasion we have there, or the condition we have here. So what will we now have for this problem? We'll have what? We'll have 0 here, right? 0 plus, this will give you also 0 all over. Here will give you what? 0, right? Plus 0 minus what? 1. Now if you add this up, you have 0 all over what? 1. Okay, minus 1 actually. 0 divided by minus 1, what will it give you? 0. Or, because there's nothing like minus 0. There's nothing like what? Minus 0. So that is the what? The question under, or the answer to that question. Now, I told you there are 2 methods. So this can be called method 1. The first one we solve is what? The first method. Right? You can call it what? Method 1. Method 1. Right? So now method 2. The other method for solving this is what? By L'Hopital, right? So how do we apply this L'Hopital now? How do we what? Apply the L'Hopital. So what? Step 1. Step 1. What do you do in step 1? Direct what? Substitute. Direct what? Substitute what? X as what? Infinity. We will still get infinity all over infinity, which will give us what? Indeterminate. In what? Because we have already done that, so I don't need to do it again. We have done that in this one. This one gave us that same thing. So it is the same thing that will happen in this method. So that first step is the same for the both methods. Is what? The same for the both methods. Now where does there is a change occur? A change occurs when you now have the step 2. What is step 2? Step 2 is what? Apply what? L'Hopital rule. L'Hopital what? rule. What does the rule say? The rule says you should what? Differentiate, right? Take the d of the numerator. What is the numerator with respect to x? Call the value of the numerator with respect to what? X. What will it be? And take the d of the denominator with respect to what? X. Call the value, please. The numerator, what do we have for the numerator? 1 plus 5x. Okay. Then the denominator, what do we have? 6 plus 2x. Is that all? Okay. Minus x squared. So this is what we have, right? So differentiate the denominator and numerator separately with respect to x, and differentiate what? Denominator separately with x, right? And you still have the numerator and the denominator, the derivative of both of them, right? So if you differentiate this, what will you have? 5 all over, differentiating this, what will you have? 2 minus 2x, right? So what next now? What next do you do? That's step 3. Step 3, now you direct what? You direct substitute what? Substitute x as equal infinity. So what will you now get? What will it give you? What will it give you, please? It will give you 5 all over. Here will be 2 minus 2 multiplied by what? Infinity. Right? Now this will give you 5 all over. This minus this one will give you minus infinity, because this multiplied by this will give you infinity, right? Now this minus that infinity will give you what? A negative infinity, which you can write as minus 5 all over infinity. Minus 5 all over infinity, which will give you what? Which will give you what? 0. Well, because there's not like what? Minus 0. There's not like minus 0. Okay, now, so we have 0 here. So 0 now is now what? The answer. So because we have minus 5 divided by infinity, should give you minus 0. Minus 0 is the same as saying 0, right? So now we have 0 as the answer. Now for the shortcut, we have what? A short what? Cut. The shortcut to what? The limit to infinity. The what? Shortcut. What is the shortcut? Remind me now. Case 1. There are 3 cases. Case 1. Case 1. Now if just like in this case, in this case, if you check this numerator and denominator, you see that the highest power, listen, the highest power of the unknown is in the denominator, right? Once it is in the denominator, you always get 0. That's what you should take note of. And I get to write it down. Write it down now. Well, if the highest power of the unknown is in the what? Is in the denominator. We have that what? Like for example, now we have, please let's observe. In example, now we have this case, right? We have this case. Therefore, it means that the limits as s approaches infinity of such a function is equal to what? 0. He said if the what? The highest power of the unknown is what? What I don't understand. Real number, how? What do you mean? I said if the highest power of the unknown, like if you come here now and you check the denominator and the highest power of x is in the denominator, it means that the limit will be what? Will be 0. That's what I said. The real number on, I said if any real number is dividing what? Infinity, you will get 0. It's not what I said. Is there any confusion? What are you confused about? So please, that's what you should take note of. Now case 2, we have what? Case 2. What is case 2? Case 2 says, case 2, if what? The highest power of what? of the unknown is in the numerator. What would you have? You have that the limit to infinity of such a function f of x is equal to what? What would you get? You get what? Infinity. You get what? Infinity. You get infinity. Then if you have that, the last one, case 3, if the highest what? Power of the unknown is the same. Therefore, it means that what? The limit as s approaches infinity, of such a function, what will it be? It will be the coefficient, or let me say the ratio of the coefficient of both what? Unknown. So that's just like trick. But if you don't know what to do in this case, or you forgot, I got him the rule, just come to any of the question you have. If you have a question like this, take out the term with the highest power in the numerator, make it the numerator of your answer, right? Take out the highest power with, that is the denominator this time around, the term with the highest power in the denominator. Remember the sign, remember the what? Sign. Make it your denominator. So in this case now, I have 5x all over minus what? X what? Square. If you check this now, if you break it down, what will you have? You will still have what? 5 all over minus what? X, right? If you substitute infinity here, you still get what? 0. You get what? 0. So that is like what the scope for you to what? Tackle questions on that limit. So let's look at what? Further problems on that limit, or possibly if this video is too long, we'll move it to another video. Further problems on what? On limit what? As s approaches what? Infinity.